30 horsepower because I got the lower unit all together. And I figured let's pop the flywheel off, check the points. And part of me assumed, because they did say it was the mechanic who worked on it, I said, something tells me these coils are going to be new. And I popped off the thing. And sure enough, that's an aftermarket coil. And this is an aftermarket coil. So they are new, and I do have spark. So in order to expedite some stuff, being that it's so easy to pop the flywheel off, we're going to expedite this motor. We're going to move right on the carburetor. So ignition system's good for now. Like I was even saying, these wires look relatively new. Packard 440. I believe they're Packard wires. I don't know. For a 440 cubic inch motor? I don't know. I mean, I know this thing is close to the size of that. I'm just kidding. Who knows if the condensers are going to need to be replaced and stuff like that, but why worry about it for now? We got spark. We got a fresh lower unit. Let's get this carburetor apart and move on. Okay, on this 56, on this 56 30 horse, you have for this air silencer, you got 4, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the other side, and 5 on the bottom here. And you got to get then you either have to get your needles out or unscrew your holders. That's providing difficult for me. Something tells me that needle's going to break. If you pull these out, it should. Oh, now this for video reference. Long top, LT, Lawrence Taylor. Ooh. And it should come apart. There it is. The other problem is a lot of times is you got to take the needles all the way out because it doesn't have the clearance, and that needle is in there. It won't come out unless I break it, which is what's going to happen. So hopefully I don't ruin the whole top of the carb. However, I do have a spare. I don't know if it'll work, but I have a spare. Let's see what happens. If you can't get the needle out, rotate. It was on like this. It was on like this. Rotate it. You can pull it out, wiggle it, and rotate up, and then it'll come off intact. A little bit of a pain, but it's out. Again, I gotta figure out how to unseize this needle without breaking it. I can break the needle. I'm not worried about breaking the needle, but I don't want it stuck in the carburetor. The carb properly, I had to take the side plates off, a couple screws, and it pops right off. Here's one hanging. It actually goes on the other side. The carburetor, and that needle's stuck, so we're spraying it with WD. We're gonna let it sit and then maybe heat it up. I was telling you about the spare I had. I do have a spare. Problem is, it is the same, and they are the same. Problem is, the reason I have a spare is because I had to buy a new one because the old needle just disappeared. The needle that came out of that, the threaded piece came out of the carburetor. So I was told that this tightens this and stops it from spinning. Otherwise, it just spins in the top of the carb. I didn't know that. Supposedly, if you push, once you screw this in, that'll stop that from spinning, allowing you to thread the needle in place. So if that's true, then we'll be semi in luck. The only other problem is this needle that came out of this is already broken. So we're either going to need a new top or a new needle, depending on how that comes out. But I do have a spare top that's in good condition. So if I break the needle off in there, we'll have to buy a new needle. But we'll have at least the top of the carb. Won't have to spend some big money there. We'll see what happens next. Disassembling the carb on the 30 horsepower. Check the bowl out. Still got to figure out a way to get that needle out. And hit it with the torch. There's nothing to the bowl itself. It's literally just a bowl. Probably didn't even need to be taken apart because I'll show you in a minute. Drain plug. I mean, that's as spotless as a bowl gets. As spotless as a bowl gets. I mean, it looks like the guy just cleaned it before he died. Again, those rubber inserts that aren't cork. The cork float with it is actually too low. This thing was probably running ritually its whole life. See, it was too low, it's dipping down. It should be like this. That's what it should be like. So, fixable, very fixable. Get the glass bowl in my way here. Another one of my collection. Stuck down. So it's got some old gas in it. You must have, you know what, before you put it away, you probably just emptied it, winterized it. Maybe winterized it. Got a lot of these parts. I can't believe this is casted to the top. That proves problematic for our little needle situation. Some dirt there. I'm not going to break this right away, although I might have a replacement for this guy. I have so many bowls. A lot of times these are very cracked and brittle. And so is this one. If you can tell, it's starting to crack. We won't ruin it per se, but we might not reuse it. We might reuse it. I haven't figured that out yet. Float pin. Float itself looks to be perfect. Just needs maybe a slight adjustment. We'll see what the new one looks like. My only problem with the old cork floats is the way it's mounted on the cork. It's kind of loose. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Then the carb gold bowl gasket's so brittle and old, breaking apart in your hands. That can go right in the garbage. Okay, then we have the big high-speed jet. Screwdriver's too small. Clean otherwise, though. Very clean carburetor. Take a look at this jet. I didn't see a rubber gasket. Ooh, it's a big monster. I'm so used to the little guys. Oh, this would be like carbon buildup. It's a little black. This guy must have ran at high speed for a lot of times. That's a big high-speed orifice. I'm used to these little tiny pinholes. Okay, now take a look at the needle. I'm curious to see if it's grooved. I'm trying to feel my fingernail. It looks like it might be a slight groove. Oh, it's rubber? Oh, it's got a rubber tip. Interesting. I believe a carb kit was installed in this at one point. See how it just barely fits? I don't like that. I like that it comes right out. We may need to reuse this because I don't have a new needle. Didn't come with the kit. I know. I don't know what happened there. And I hate to spend another $30 for a whole new kit. If I knew another 30 was coming out of Pike, I would. Good way to test. Let's see, is it in there? Good way to test if you're in a pinch and you got to reuse the old seat or you want to try a new seat. A good way to test is to put everything together, put the bowl back on, put your mouth, got to be done. This one doesn't have it. On the fuel inlet, which in this case is on the bowl. No, it's not on the bowl. Aha! I'm an idiot. This is your fuel inlet without the hose. Put your mouth on that. Put it upside down so that the thing is seated. The float will be holding the needle in. Put your mouth and blow. If you feel air escaping, make sure your lips are tight. Clean it first. Make sure your lips are tight. If air is escaping, then you got a bad seat. If no air is getting through, then you should be fine. Let's see if it screws in. And it does. So the threads are about the same. My problem's going to be that orifice.
Big reveal coming up. Don't forget to subscribe.